How many people do you know who've never left their state or their country or their region? How many people do you know who've never been to Europe or to Asia or South America? Because that's scary. How many times have someone said, "You're going where? You're going to be killed"? The world that existed in our short lifetime, the world has totally changed. The places that were third world just 2 decades ago are now bastions of commerce and capitalism. They are places to live that you would have never considered living as a child, but are now amazing places to live with amazing opportunities. Go where you're treated best. I remember my father told me those words. I was 11 or 12 years old. We're driving home from the amusement park in the summer. He said, "Andrew, most people won't tell you this." He said, "You don't have to stay in this city. You don't have to stay in this state. You don't even have to stay in this country. You should go where you're treated best." So if you want to skyrocket your probability for success, if you haven't become the 7 or 8 figure entrepreneur that we talk about yet, and you want an opportunity to increase your probability, to me, the Nomalaska idea is one of the best ways that you can give yourself that advantage. And you know what? See a different perspective, see a different culture, see how the world works. If you want to be successful at this stuff, you have to be committed. You have to make it a priority. I've seen people who've spent 5, 10, even 20 years researching. They just need a little more information. They just need that extra push. And what I've realized is those folks are never going to do anything because the constant pursuit, the constant seeking of information was what stops them from accomplishing getting where they want to be. My goal is to inspire millions of people, not to live my story, but to be inspired to create their own story and to live by the 5 magic words we talk about here at Nomad Capitalist. Go where you're treated best. We're conditioned from a young age to say, rah, rah, USA, or, wherever we're from. We're conditioned as human beings to be creatures of habit and to want to stay.
I wanted to be looking at opportunity, saying we can go somewhere and prosper. We can go somewhere and be free. We don't have to just focus on running. We can focus on where we're going to.
The mindset is not settling. That's difficult. I think that's difficult for a lot of people to say, I'm going to make a conscious decision to unlearn everything that I've learned and say, what's really the best? Not what's been handed to me, not what my parents told me or my grandparents told me or what my teacher at school told me. What really works best for me? I started traveling. I didn't go and move somewhere else with my VoIP phone and run my business from there and go offshore. But I did say, you know what, I want to know how the rest of the world works, because something didn't feel right to me. I felt like there's a whole world out there. So I started traveling. I started meeting people around the world. I started realizing how the world worked. I started saying to myself, this opportunity is better over here, or how come this business doesn't exist in this country, or why is the interest rate here, or why is this real estate cheaper? I say, if you're going to do it, I say, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing now.